Welcome to the video. Today I wanted to start a series where I try to hopefully explain how some of the mechanics in Destiny might work. Now, do keep in mind, I do not work for Bungie. I am simply basing my explanations on how I have seen mechanics work in the game. The mechanic I will be taking a look at today are engrams. So, why did I choose engrams? Well, they are a key part of Destiny's loot system, and it seemed like a good place to start. First, drop rates. So, how are the drop rates determined? Well, when an enemy is killed, a random number is generated for uncommon, rare, and legendary items. This number is then used to determine if a drop should happen. For example, let's assume the drop rates to be 15% for uncommon, 10% for rare, and 5% for legendary. These numbers, of course, are just for the sake of this example. So what does this look like in practice? Let's say we kill an acolyte. A random number between 0 and 99 will be rolled for uncommon, rare, and legendary. If the number is less than the drop rate, then an engram of that type will spawn. So there is a possibility that more than one engram will drop, as I'm sure you have seen before. Now that a drop rate has been determined, there is one more random number to be made. The second number is for the engram type, which are primary weapon, helmet, and so on. Since there are 8 types of engrams, we simply roll a 0 through 7 to determine the engram type. Next, loot tables. Now that an engram and an engram type have been chosen, how is the loot we get from it determined? Well, like many others, I used to believe that engrams were pre-rolled when they dropped. However, as I thought about it, this is not actually the case. We know this because if you acquire a rare armor engram on a hunter, then decrypt it on a titan, it will be a titan armor, not a hunter armor. So what does this mean? It means that engrams are tied to loot tables. What exactly are loot tables? They are simply a list of items. For example, all rare titan armor is in a list, and this list is called a loot table. There are many different loot tables in the game. These include rare titan armor, rare hunter armor, nightfall rewards, and so on. So when you take an engram to the Cryptarch, the game simply references the appropriate loot table and picks a drop from the list. Finally, light level. How is the light level for an item determined? Well, inside of the loot tables, there is a range of possible light levels. So when you take an engram to the Cryptarch, the decrypted item is given a light level within this range, based on your current light. For example, if you get a rare engram on a 190 light character and decrypt it on a 290 light character, you will get an item with 260 plus light. So hopefully, you learned a little something about how Destiny may work. If you have something you are curious about having an explanation on, feel free to let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next video.